do we have here, little ones? Box office bomb. The Marvels opening to 47 to 52 million in new low for Marvel Studios. Oh, you don't say. What a pickle. What a pickle indeed. The movie's performance fuels the theory that superhero fatigue, more along the lines of patronizing crap fatigue, and it's not like I didn't tell you guys that years ago, is a real thing if a pick doesn't deliver on every front. Delivering on one front would be nice, but no, that doesn't happen anymore. Gotta keep up with that ESG rating at the expense of everything else. Only requirements: check a box, have a chip on your shoulder, and suck at everything. The Marvels is anything but marvelous so far at the box office. More like a trip to the proctologist's office without sedatives and lube. Based on Friday's earnings of $21.5 million, the Marvel Studios and Disney superhero tentpole, oh, trust me, nobody's getting a tentpole from this, is headed for a domestic opening of $47 million to $52 million to rank as the worst start in the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How did this happen? I can't figure it out, I tells ya. The Marvels marks a new low for Kevin Feige's Marvel Studios, and that's saying a lot considering the runny anal leakage that they've been squirting out in recent years, which for years has been unrivaled in its success. Not anymore it ain't! And bolsters the theory that superhero fatigue is a real thing as fanboys grow weary of a glut of titles and are far less forgiving. No, fanboys, past tense, in this case got tired of crap. Until now, rival DC was the superhero studio that endured the biggest ups and downs. Well, maybe like 2 ups accompanied by a bunch of downs. Many, many downs, with a good number of its films opening to 50 million or less. In comparison, many MCU releases started with 100 million or more domestically. Don't tell Disney shareholders. I'd imagine there's been a few tears shed in recent months. This summer, DC's The Flash debuted to a dismal 55 million domestically, on its way to topping out at a paltry 270.6 million globally. Yes, DC, how did you manage to get Michael Keaton back and screw it up that badly? Word of mouth is already hurting the Marvels. Really, yeah, word of mouth is the problem because we know everyone expected this to be a work of genius, which is only the third MCU title to receive a B cinema score from audiences after Eternals and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The mention of those makes me throw up a little in my mouth. Good Lord, Marvel, how did you manage to get to this level of suck? The vast majority of MCU releases have earned some variation of an A. Not anymore, they don't! Its Rotten Tomatoes critic score of 62% is likewise on the lower end. It's reminiscent of the lower end of something! The 33rd installment in the MCU is a sequel to the 2019 Brie Larson star Captain Marvel. Oh, did they get mad at my video entitled, "Is Captain Marvel a PR Disaster?" on the eve of its release. I've never had a video demonetized and shadow banned so fast, which opened to 153.4 million in North America, because people were deluded into thinking that they needed to see it to understand those other 2 movies, and we never did get an explanation for all those empty theaters. On its way to earning a massive 1.13 billion worldwide. People were silly back then, non-adjusted for inflation. Perhaps you should, considering the current economic cataclysm we're in, for reasons that would make it look much better. The movie had a clear advantage, and oh god, it needed it, in that it was teased in the post-credit scene of 2018's Avengers: Infinity War. Well, this garbage could never make it on its own, so that was a bit of a requirement, while its titular star was a player in 2019 Avengers: Endgame, but not as major a player as intended. I wonder why that was. It was released between the 2 Marvel mega blockbusters. There you go. Honesty is good. To date, 2008's The Incredible Hulk holds the record for lowest domestic opening of any MCU title at 55.4 million, not adjusted for inflation. Stop being lazy and just adjust it already. It ain't that hard. Marvel, which wasn't owned by Disney at the time, things were better then. Partnered with Universal for Hulk. The next lowest MCU opening belongs to Marvel Disney's Ant-Man, which started with 57.2 million domestically in 2015. A work of brilliance and a masterpiece compared to that wankery we were subjected to recently. In the new movie, Larson is joined by Iman Vellani, the breakout star of the Disney Plus series Ms. Marvel. To quote most people, who and what, as well as Teyonah Parris as the grown-up version of Captain Marvel's Monica Rambeau. To quote people again, who? The actor made her Marvel debut with WandaVision. Don't make me go there, which counted the Marvel's screenwriter, Megan McConnell, among its writers. And you wonder why things went sideways. The Marvels is unique for a superhero film in that it stars 3 female leads. You are aware that you have to focus on more than just that, right? Oh wait, What am I saying? This is current year. What a moron I am. It was directed by Nia DaCosta, who is the first black woman to direct a Marvel Studios movie. Any actual talents? Oh, we don't focus on those, and it's no longer a requirement. Oh, okay then, go on. As well as the youngest director of an MCU film, DaCosta turned 34 on November 8th. Well, happy birthday! Perhaps you should go back to film school. Marvel has taken pride in fostering such indie directors as Ryan Coogler, Taika Waititi, and Chloe Zhao. Yeah, did they all work out just wonderfully? That's if your intention was to suck. The cast of Marvels wasn't able to do any promotion or publicity because of the SAG-AFTRA strike. Why is that a bad thing? Surely it helped bring the 15 or so people that wanted to watch this direct to the theater. Although Larson and her co-stars sprung into action on Thursday after the strike ended. She's so likable and genuine. What could go wrong? Larson appeared on The Tonight Show on Friday, itself with only about 15 people watching, while she and her co-stars will surprise fans at various screenings of the movie in New York City. What a surprise! Will she bring along her horrifying death stare too? Overseas, The Marvels is pacing to open to 60 million for a global start of 140 million, compared to nearly 190 million for Captain Marvel. Oh no! I'll be saying this a lot lately. I told you so. You called me names, but I told you so. I'm Bulls Trek. Follow me on X or whatever the hell it's called now. And until next time, suck it.